My grandparents were sharecroppers in rural Mississippi. They grew hatred in 200 rows that were 5 miles long, and then marveled at how their fingers became stained with it. They carried it home on their backs in sacks that often weighed more than the malnourished children who carried them. Then my grandmother, only 5 feet tall, would stand at her stove and stir it into the conversations that fed her family. My aunts and uncles set it on the table as the main dish aside oppression and discontent. My grandfather sprinkled it liberally into after-dinner cocktails that small ears would sneak and listen to. My parents never set out to become bigots. They simply followed in the footsteps of the only examples they had. It is easy, after all, to blame their parents. How could they have been good and attentive with no less than 14 mouths to feed and bodies to clothe and wages weighed out on weighted scales? See, hatred was the only meal supplement they had that would make their sons grow as strong as the spinach they couldn't steal from their landlord's stores. You want to know why Black people can't get past what was done to them? Why they still hold on to slavery and can't let go of Jim Crow? It's because hate is a messy thing. You can't throw it at others without first getting some on yourself. And when you are as poor as Mississippi sharecroppers, your bones tend to catch and hold on to anything that will stick. So what looks like family enterprise from the outside is really just the quagmire of slavery bowing under the burden of need. See, hatred will always taste like cabbage water soup to me. Will leave the illusion of full stomachs, but like chitlins, this is not a meal you should digest daily. But when you are as poor as Mississippi sharecroppers, you'll hold your nose and swallow whatever shit gets you to the next moment. My grandparents acquired the taste. They have left it in their will like tie pins and pearls that my parents will one day try and pass down to me. And 3 generations later, I still have to remind them that hate is not a seasoning I will ever get accustomed to on my soul's food. After all, they taught me that you will always be what you eat.